Hello everybody, it's Christine. It is time for a Scrapbook process video and I'm doing a combo here. I'm doing my challenge number 2 with the Counterfeit Kit challenge blog, and I'm also doing Iron Crafters, which is use an embellishment on a layout that, you know, is kind of the mystery item, as you want to think of it that way. So here's my picture. It's me and my good friend Eero. He's from Finland. This gentleman's very interesting. I'll maybe tell a little bit during the voiceover. But we were actually at a Texas Rangers game drinking some kind of little, I think these were alcoholic if I'm honest. I'm not going to swear on it, but they're like little slushy things. And it's, the challenge for number 2, by the way, is to do something like summer happy or whatever. And this was definitely summer because, again, it was a Texas Rangers game. If I remember correctly, it was 957,000 degrees outside, and that's not an exaggeration. I think my weather app said 957,000 degrees. Anyway, so we got these cold drinks, and so this is kind of a summer picture to me. And then what I pulled out of my little kit is I pulled out this. This one attracted me. I'm not sure why this one exactly, but I just kind of like it. And this will have to be cut off the bottom here, but I kind of like it. And I'm liking it, I think, because my picture is going to go kind of in this space here is what I'm imagining. And then I pulled out these papers, which may seem kind of strange. I don't know. To me, they're like kind of unusual combination, but I think it kind of goes in the sense like this isn't the same green, but I'm kind of adding a green in there. I'm thinking I may end up with like either photo mats or something. I'm not certain yet, y'all. And I kind of think maybe I'll mount my photo in this though. I have to think about this because I don't have a sketch or anything. I've got to kind of imagine. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to probably do something in here and then I may do something up here. So I got to, and also I may mat this. I don't really know. But I'd have to get out of my kit for that because I don't have any solid papers left that go with this because I did go through my papers already. And it just wouldn't make any sense. I'm kind of imagining I may end up getting, if I get a piece of cardstock, I'll get maybe this tealish color, I'm thinking, just to kind of tie it back. So I'll have to get my stash for that. But the mystery item for our Iron Crafters is metal embellishments that are not, I think it was eyelets or something like that. And I have these little old basic gray metal flowers. And I think this could be neat because they're kind of reddish. So I think they go with, and then there's the yellow. So I'll figure out a way to use those. That's my metal embellishment, y'all. And then I'm thinking my title, I might use this Sweet Adventures just because it's, you know, it's these little drinks here. I don't think I have anything else that really makes sense because I do have these things here, but none of that really makes any sense. That's like, you know, hey sunshine, that kind of stuff. I don't think that makes any sense. I don't think, I mean, I could maybe pull something out of here that goes with these. Maybe Our Sweet Adventures or something like that. That could be good. I don't know. Can I spell our? Probably. I'll look and see. So that's kind of what I'm thinking to go with. I like real life, but I don't think that, I think I'm going to stick with the Sweet Adventures. Oh, there's Saturn. All right, let me go ahead and get I need to cut down my picture. I'm going to find this, I think this color cardstock, and then I'll be back on in a second. Okay, everybody, I've made a little progress here, but I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm doing quite yet. So I went ahead and matted my photo on the letter paper and then that little pink polka dotty stuff. And then I did cut a circle out of this, the little green pattern, because I already had these lines here and thought, you know, we could add a little circular element. And I dug in my branding strips. Y'all, I'm kind of going outside my kit at this point because I just figured why not. And I found these. Now, the main reason I've kind of brought in this green is because it's not, well, it's swirly. Y'all, I'm introducing a bunch of colors here, I guess is my point. So I'm going to have to fiddle with this. I love these numbers for some reason. They just really struck me. So I'm going to kind of make these work, I think. So I'm thinking I'm going to do something. I want the pink, I don't know, maybe under, I'm trying to bring this pink in from there. It's kind of what I thought here. I don't even know if that's from the same stuff, y'all. There is no telling what I got going on here. So I've got that. I do like these little numbers. I got to glue all this together, kind of make this work. And then I'm going to have him come down here like this. I got to scooch these over, I guess, a little bit. So I'm kind of bringing in all that. And then I'm going to drag my title is going to be kind of up in this area. So I've kind of got some options. Y'all, sorry about that. Got some options on my colors here. There is a little gold. I do need to make sure I pull these in. So I got to figure out where I'm going to put these first. I may make my little clusters here. I think I'm going to make a cluster here. I think I'll make one up here some kind of way. Maybe one over here. Maybe I put one here, here, and there. That might work. That might be what I do. And I still have to figure out some way to bring in all my little, I got to find some stuff that's in the right colors, y'all. Because now that I've got all these, I'm kind of jumping stuff everywhere. I've got all these various colors now. I have to figure out how to bring bring some in. Well, there's a little, that's kind of good. I got a little button there. So let me dig through that. Let me glue this stuff down because I've definitely got a mess going on, y'all. Let me do a little bit of that. Should I ink that? Should I ink that or just scuff it? I think I'll just scuff it. I don't know. I may do some sprinkles though. I may do some sprinkles. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm a hot mess. Let me get busy. Y'all, this layout, I ended up in my stash a couple times, and Tara has told me, she's on the design team as well, and she's told me it's totally fine to get into my stash, so thank God. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I did pull these strips out there, that number and the pink and the green, that came out of my little jar of branding strips. I just kind of reached over there and found some little branding strips and the colors I thought might go, and so I glued those down. So now I've got my title I'm going to start gluing down here. I did scuff the edge of that little circle with the little green stripes on it. And I did scuff the edge of the letter paper. I didn't mention this. I did scuff the edge of that, but I did not scuff the edge of the little pink polka dot paper. So got a couple different textures going on. Now I lay that Sweet Adventures down there, but y'all, I'm going to get my stash in a minute. I'm going to add some stuff. So the sweet's going to get moved just a tad. So I've gone into my ephemera and I went and I found in my florals some of them with the little greenish color flowers. So I pulled out 2 of those to kind of build up some clusters because they're just nice little easy. I mean, there's multiple flowers in there so I can use them. But as I was doing that, I was kind of thinking I wanted to add summer to my title. And I went looking and y'all, I had this whole sheet of rub-ons for summer. And I thought, okay, I can use these. This is really cute. And so I cut out the word summertime, and then I saw cocktail, and I was like, oh, I got to use cocktail too. So I'm going to have Sweet Summertime Cocktail Adventures is going to end up being the title. And I have to kind of fast around with this for just a second. So I'm going to cut away because I was trying to figure out, okay, how do I put this in here? You kind of see I start fasting with it. So I finally decided upon this particular combination of where they're going to go. So I'm going to start doing my rub-ons here, and you're going to see me kind of go back and forth. And it works pretty good. I never know with these really old rub-ons what's going to happen. Now, interestingly, these rub-ons have a little bit of like glitter built into them, which makes them a little rough. It's interesting. They have like this little baby texture to them that's got this little gold glitter in it. So I thought this turned out really cute because in my metal flowers, I have like a little jewel in the middle of the red ones that's kind of a goldish color. And so honestly, at the end of the day, I think this color palette turned out kind of interesting. I'm not going to lie. I was worried about it when I first started. I thought, oh gosh, I don't know what I've got going on here. I've got some kind of random color combinations, but it ended up working out. So I've got that floral cluster in the upper left, and now I'm putting these metal embellishments down to see kind of where they're going to go. And I do end up with basically the little triangle clusters of the little red flowers, and then I have that one in the upper left that I don't put a red flower up there, but it ends up being a little cluster too. So that's where they're going to end up, although I'm going to be honest and tell you guys, the one right above on the left side of the photo there, it kind of moves and ends up sitting on the photo, and I don't see it for the longest. So I end up gluing that down off camera because I go to pick it up and do the little slowdown for you guys, and I realize, oh crap, that friggin' flower's off where it's not supposed to be. There was 2 cute little cocktail drinks on this little rub-on sheet, so I grabbed those. I just don't know if I'll ever use them any other way, so this looked kind of cute here. And then I find another little rub-on that says Good Times. It's like in a little bubble. And again, it's got the little glitter stuff in it. There's little shiny, sparkly things in these things. And I'll put Good Times up there on that little floral setup there. I decided against mixed media. I went looking, y'all, while I was off camera and I was getting these rub-ons. I looked and looked, and I just could not find the right shade of like seafoam greenish. Everything I had was way too bright or it just wasn't the right shade. And I thought, well, should I use a yellow? No. And then white? And so no, I decided against all that and just stuck with no mixed media on this one. So I'm just kind of finding homes for everything here. And I think I'm going to end up pulling out also off the little sheet that the title came off of. There's little gold puffy hearts, but this is me actually kind of gluing down the metal embellishments. Now I have found with these types of thicker things like this, if you use the glossy accents, they tend to stay better. So I will use the glossy accents because it just feels to me, it just holds better than like even just a liquid glue in my opinion. So I did do that. Let me just real quickly tell you about my little friend Iro here. He is from Finland. I actually met him, oh my gosh, I want to say 10 years ago or more, in Italy once at a work event. And then the opportunity came up for him to come work for me over here. So he joined me over here, and he's just incredibly bright. So he was able to advance in the career and that sort of thing. So he's staying. And
he's a good buddy. I mean, he's traveled the world. Honestly, he's been to more than 50 countries, all 50 states. He's a really interesting guy, and I really enjoy spending time with him. So that's the slowdown right there, y'all. So that is my challenge number 2 in my Iron Crafters layout. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself combining all these colors and stuff. I'm a collection scrapper normally, so this was definitely outside my comfort zone. But I really enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out the playlist. I'll have a playlist for the Iron Crafters down there. And then, of course, the blog, which CKC, there's always the additional folks playing along there. So we'll see you next time. Bye.